Hi, I'm Christina Chibani.
And I'm Kylie Turner.
And you're watching MediaPlex Live at 1.
On today's 3 Minutes With, Ryan Jones sits down with Eugenio Mendoza to talk fashion and business.
Hello, this is Ryan Jones, and today on 3 Minutes With, we have Eugenio Mendoza with us in the studio. Thank you for joining us, Eugenio.
Thanks for having me.
So Eugenio has been an entrepreneur in Windsor for 2 years now. He started his journey back in September of 2016, and this is when he began to promote his business and fashion line known as Dreams. So Eugenio, can you tell us what your business entails and what kind of things you do?
Yeah, absolutely. So Dreams is a collective of all the creative things I do. Started out with the videos, then we started moving into stickers, and then somehow I got into selling clothes and doing paintings now.
So is there any specific type of clothing that you do sell?
Absolutely. So we started out with a couple jackets, just something like nice and simple for the people, but now we have 3 kinds of crew necks, and I have about 4 kinds of beanies right now, and I got some other things planned.
And have there been any obstacles in becoming an entrepreneur?
Absolutely. Being in Windsor, the fact that it's a small city, there's not really a medium for me to grow, trying to be a clothing brand and everything, so I kind of had to create the market and create the advertising for it.
So how successful have you been? Especially, you know, you're younger in age and you're just starting out, so how is your success been?
I think, honestly, it's been going pretty well. A lot of the networking I did was just my friends and people I knew from high school. Growing up, I mean, Windsor's got a lot of high schools and it's easy to work with, so it's been fun.
What would you say your favorite thing about being an entrepreneur is?
My favorite thing about being an entrepreneur is definitely being able to do what I want and create my own ideas.
Can you give me a general idea about your future plans?
Right now, honestly, Dreams has exceeded every expectation that I anticipated for it. So I'm kind of just going with the flow, creating goals day by day, and just doing whatever it's given me, you know what I mean?
And you were just recently talking to me about a new t-shirt, so can you explain to me some types of new clothing that are coming out?
Absolutely. I like to keep my drop surprises and everything, but I definitely have some surprises coming in the new year for 2018.
So what inspires you as an entrepreneur?
As an entrepreneur, what inspires me is just the fact that Windsor's a blank canvas, and I feel like a lot of people think that there's not that much going on around here, but the fact is you could do whatever you want. You don't need to be in LA or Toronto or New York to do big things like this. And I just want to show the people that you can do it here too.
So you feel like you're adding to the city of Windsor, you're adding like a new color, your own personality, so to say.
I just think I'm just showing Windsor how to realize its potential, because there's a lot out there, but people just don't open up their eyes and try things enough to see it.
So that's all we have time for today. Thank you so much for coming in, Eugenio. It's been an absolute pleasure. This has been Ryan Jones with your 3 Minutes With.
It is that time of year for giving, and as Todd Sharon reports, a local radio host is doing his part.
Local and fun-loving radio personality Greg Gnip kicked off his Merry Mittens extravaganza at Springwell Pub to benefit Windsor Street Help. Gnip spent Saturday collecting gloves, hats, mittens, underwear, socks, and toiletries for the homeless. The event was planned 6 weeks after an encounter where he gave the gloves on his hands to a guy on the streets.
He was cold. You could tell his hands were frostbitten, and they were all chapped, and everything he just looked like he was in pain. So I said, here, can I get, here are my gloves, here's a coffee. I thought he was going to kiss me. He was so excited to get the gloves. The next day I started it.
This cause is really important to my heart because when my husband passed away in 2013, charities jumped in to help my 2 sons and myself. They were 3 and 5 at the time. I want to give back. I want to pay it forward to other people in the community that are in need like I was at that time.
Extravaganza collected enough goods to fill a minivan and 2 cars, as well as $1,500 in cash donations. For MediaPlex News, I'm Todd Sharon.
Now, let's take a look at the weather.
All the snow is melting. Today is a mix of sun and clouds with a high of 6. Wednesday will be mainly sunny with a low of -1, and on Thursday we can expect a mix of sun and clouds with a high of 1.
From MediaPlex News Now, I'm Christina Chibani.
And I'm Kylie Turner. Thank you for watching MediaPlex Live at 1.